Listen, if you aren't wearing blush, you're really missing out. If you're afraid of blush, stop being so damn scared and get the blush. Hey cuties, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Marilyn and I'm bringing you all things beauty, fashion, lifestyle. So if you like that, this is your cue to go ahead and subscribe. So we're getting into one of my favorite topics when it comes to a good glam, and that's blush. A lot of times your makeup isn't boring or dull, you're just missing your blush. These are some of my favorite blushes at the moment that I love and I think are going to be perfect if you have a dark skin, medium to dark skin. It's going to show up very vibrant on you, and they are going to be, I would say, perfect for this, you know what, perfect for any season, because if the complexion is popping, it really doesn't matter what the season is, and blush is going to help you do that. Okay, so if you are looking for some blushes that are affordable, most of them are on the affordable end. I have maybe 2 high-end blushes, so a lot of them are very affordable and very easy to get. So let's just get into it. Let's start with the blush that I have on my face right now. Now this is a brand I've never really tried before. I actually saw it on Ulta. It was on sale, and because of the price, I was like, why not try it, because it's so affordable. And I like what it was called. It's called the Blush Mellows. It's by J.Cat. It's a soft texture. So this is it. This is what I have on right now, just to start with. This is what it looks like in the pan. The color is called Cherry Limeade, and it's by J.Cat. And this is less than $5. I can't remember the exact price, but it was less than $5. And it shows up so nice on my skin. It really just finished or topped off my makeup look. It's literally the cherry on top, okay? And this is called Cherry Limeade, and it was literally the cherry on top on this makeup look. Now the texture of this is what I really like. This has like a soft, almost like a marshmallowy feel when you touch it. However, once you put it on your skin, it does set as more like a powder. But because of the texture, it just marries your skin almost. It blends right into the skin versus just setting on top of it, and it leaves a natural glow. It doesn't have any shimmer or glitters or anything in it, but it leaves some sort of sheen on your skin that I love. I'm going to swatch it for you. So again, this is it. And when you swatch it, it's really, really soft. And this is the color of the blush, okay? And that's what I have on right now. Let me just do like a swatch on my hand so you can see. Can you guys see that? Yeah. So this is the color. Such a pretty blush. Again, if you are a beginner in makeup, it's best to start out with something that's affordable, in my opinion, because a lot of blushes that are considered like drugstore or affordable blushes perform just as good as the blushes that cost $40 in Sephora. Literally, okay? So again, this is by J.Cat Beauty, and this is the shade Cherry Limeade, and it shows up really well on my skin, as you can see, because that's what I have on right now. And yeah. Okay, so the next blush that I have is not actually a blush. It's a blush, but on me, it's a highlighter. On most people, it's going to be either a highlighter or have sort of a bronzy effect to it. And it's another blush mellow, and it is in the shade Baby Mochi. And this can be used to highlight the skin. So as you can look at it in the pan here, and it has that soft texture. So this is a great option to highlight because it is going to sort of just melt into your skin and then set like a powder, but have like a cream finish. I absolutely love the formula in these. And again, I love the price. So this is Baby Mochi. So this is what it looks like. Now, if I swatch it, let me swatch it so you can see. I swatch it. Do you see that it has like that golden shade? So you can use this to highlight. I like to put this on top of blush. So if you want to give it that extra dimensional look where it has a little bit of glow, also with the color almost like a blush lighter, you can layer this. This is used for layering on my skin tone. I can use it alone if I want to just add a little glow to my skin and don't necessarily want to have color. But if you are lighter in complexion, this would give you a golden, almost bronzy sort of look, and it would make your makeup look so glowy and pretty, perfect for summer or hot weather, or if you just want to have that healthy radiance to your skin. Perfect. So this is it. Let me just swatch it across my skin so you can see. All right, so that is Baby Mochi. Love these. They have several colors, the blush mellows, and I would definitely purchase more. I saw an orange shade that looked interesting, but because I have other orange blushes, I'm like, it's inexpensive, but do I need it? I didn't really need it, so I didn't, necessarily get it. But I mean, why not, right? So this is it. Let me just blend it out so you can see when I share it out how it looks. So this leaves that nice glow. I really, really, really love this. Love it as a highlighter. All right, so since we're on the train of like, drugstore or affordable blushes, let's go ahead and get into my next favorite. I'm obsessed with these blushes. I did a dedicated video to these, and if you watch that video, then you know these blushes are so freaking good. They are $7. e.l.f. does not disappoint. e.l.f. has been on their game, and these blushes aren't any different. Okay, now the colors that I have here are, I think this one is called Coming in Hot Pink, Very Well, and the orange shade is called Gorge Orange. I'm gonna swatch them. They look so beautiful on the skin. It gives you a skin-like finish, and that's what I love. So when you put this on, I have oily skin, so I do set it a little bit, but if you don't have oily skin, you can just put them on and let it be. You don't have to set it with another powder blush on top. The color payoff is so good. It's very vibrant, very pigmented. I'm going to swatch for you. First, I'm going to swatch Coming in Hot Pink. This is what it looks like in the container or on the wand. I think they compare these to rare beauty blushes, but I've never purchased any of those because I just never really saw a reason to, when they have things like e.l.f. that are so much more affordable and the color payoff is so good. Okay, so I'm going to swatch Coming in Hot Pink. So this is Coming in Hot Pink. As you can see, very, very, very bright and vibrant, and it blends out. It looks a little scary, like so pink on my skin when I just swatch it, but it blends out so nicely and easily. Love it. So this one is Very Well. So it's a pinky berry shade. So I'm just swatch it here right next to Coming in Hot Pink so you can see the difference in tone. They both look pretty pink on me, but you can see that the Very Well is a little bit more of a berry shade, a little darker than the Coming in Hot Pink. And the orange one for the summer, this is that girl, Gorge Orange. If you are dark skinned, you need an orange, you need an orange blush. If you don't have an orange blush, girl, shame on you. Literally shame on you. You need an orange blush. So I'm gonna swatch Gorge Orange right next to it. Okay, and those are the 3 shades. You can definitely afford to add these to your collection. Okay, because you really don't have to go out and get these high-end blushes when they have products that are so good like e.l.f. that perform well, that just, listen, all I have is good things to say about these. Absolutely love these, so I highly recommend them. And these shades specifically, if you are a deep or a darker skin tone, they are going to show up. They will show up. Okay, so the next blushes I'm going to recommend, I also did a video on these, and these, I had 4 blushes, but these are my 2 favorite that have been heavy in rotation. And when it comes to a deep or a darker skin tone, like you just need it. Just take my word for it, order it, try it, you're gonna love it. And it's by NYX Cosmetics. It's their Butter Melt blushes, and that's such a wonderful name for the formula because it is very soft. It's a powder, but it's a really soft powder that leaves a nice sheen on the skin, and it gives you that healthy glow with a wash, a nice wash, pigmented wash of color. Okay, so the first shade I'm going to look at, I'm going to show you it's a deep raspberry shade. It's called Butter Than Before. Okay, and this is a raspberry blush. Gorgeous on dark skin. Such a pretty blush. This is just as good as any expensive blush that you would find at Sephora, Ulta, or any department store. I'm gonna swatch it. Look at the color. When I tell you this looks so pretty on, let me swatch it for you. Do you notice how all these blushes swatch? You don't see any powdery kickback or fallout. It doesn't look dry. It just glides on so smooth. And when I tell you that's the same thing it does when you put it on your face, literally the same thing. I like the way these smell. It has some sort of tropical sweet smell. I don't know, like a fruit maybe? But anyway, that was Butter Than Before, which is described as a deep raspberry shade, and you need it. Listen. Now, this one, so obsessed, so obsessed. It's considered a rosewood shade. I put this on my eyes and my cheeks and do a monochromatic look, and it comes out so pretty. It looks like I put so much effort, but I really didn't. Okay, so this is the shade. Do you see that? So I'm gonna also swatch that one. So it's like a reddish brown, like what's described as rosewood, so you get it. So I'm gonna swatch it right here so you guys can see that? Another smooth swatch. So pigmented, it still stained my fingers, but so pigmented. This shade is so freaking pretty. On the eyes, it looks good as a crease color. It looks really good as an all over lid color. No liner, nice lashes, gorgeous. And on the cheeks, I like to place it pretty much how I have this pink blush here, where I place it right here on the sides and take it into sort of like my eye, the ends of my eyes right here in this area. So pretty. If you don't believe me, just buy it. Just buy it, try it, and thank me later. And now, what kind of blush video would this be if I did not recommend to you these two? These two blushes. Now, this is more on the higher end blushes. Each of these retail for like $32, I think. Yeah, $32, which is expensive to me, but for Danessa Myricks, I'm gonna pay it. One thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pay it, okay? Now, this is another one that has that creamy texture. It's sort of a trend here. I have a lot of blushes that start out as like a cream, but when you set it, it sets as a powder. And I love that for my skin type because my skin type is oily. They tend to last long on my skin. And the Danessa Myricks blush is just that. It lasts long, it's vibrant, it's smooth in texture, it layers on the skin so nicely. Even if you put this on top of a powdered or set face, it still blends out beautiful. Beautiful. So the first shade I'm going to recommend is called Golden Hour. Okay, so this is what Golden Hour looks like. It's a nice orange blush. Like I said, if you are a woman of color, period, you need an orange blush. Okay, so I'm going to swatch that. See, it's a really creamy sort of texture, as you can see. But when you put this on your skin and you blend it in, it's going to set like a powder. Okay, and it has an ingredient in this product called, I believe it's called Upsolite. So it helps absorb the oils in your skin. So it also helps you not be so oily and shiny over time, okay? So it does keep the oils at bay and help your makeup last longer because you're not turning into a grease ball at the end of the day, okay? And I like that. I like that. A lot of her products have that. Her balm to powder skin tint, which I have. I need to do a video on that. I was late on the hype, but I have it now and I love it. So I definitely need to do a video on that. But it has that ingredient, which is called Upsolite, in her blushes as well. Now this is shade Golden Hour, which is an orange blush. Of course, it's an orange blush. And the next shade I'm going to recommend is called Prima Donna, and this is a hot pink. Okay. I told you all these blushes are going to show up. They look intimidating in the pan, but do not be intimidated. They blend out easily, so you can build it or scale it back if you need to. You know what I mean? So let me swatch this one. Okay, so this is the Prima Donna, which is a really bright pink. And let's swatch it like right here. Okay. And let me just try to like blend it so you can see what I mean. Do you see how bright this is? So gorgeous. Like, listen, if you aren't wearing blush, you're really missing out. If you're afraid of blush, stop being so damn scared and get the blush. Okay, there's so many options, especially when, like, women of color, you are literally made to wear blush because it looks so good on you. Like, look at this. It's so soft. Look how it just set into the skin. You don't have to put powder on these blushes. I'm gonna have a hard time taking this off my hands. So the next blush I'm gonna talk about is by MAC, and it also has that creamy, bouncy texture. It's their Glow Play blush. Mine looks a little beat up. It has some like foundation on it, but you get it, okay? So this is what it looks like. This is a coral shade, so it's like in between a pink and an orange. So it's like a coral shade. Looks great on people of color. Okay, so I'm gonna swatch this one too, so you can see how soft it is. It's almost like clay. See that shade? That's it right here. So nice. And then let me see, like right here. So you see, it's a nice corally shade that I love. Love this. It looks so natural and radiant and youthful on the face. This is a classic by MAC, okay? It's their Glow Play blush. So they have several colors, and this is my absolute favorite. The name of this color is called Groovy, I think. Yeah, this color is Groovy from the Glow Play blush collection. All right, so the last blush that I have to recommend, it doesn't even go with the color scheme or the color trend that we've been doing so far. This is by MAC. It's a powder blush, and it can be used as a contour or a blush. A contour, if you're really deep, this will show up so, chef's kiss on you, chef's kiss. Okay, it's called Film Noir. So it's a deep brown, almost burgundy shade. You can use this on your eyes. You can use this to do like, you know, like a nice smoky eye. You can use it as blush. You can use it as contour. It's very versatile, and that's why I definitely want to recommend this blush. I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch it. So this is a powder blush. This is it here on my hand. You see how deep it is. It's a brown shade, but it has sort of like a burgundy undertone. So where can I put this? Let me swatch it here. Okay, so it's a nice deep shade. It's so beautiful. So if you are a deeper skin tone, you're looking for a blush that shows up, that can contour. It can almost contour bronze. It just depends on your complexion, but I do think it's a staple to have in your collection because you do have those times where you want to go a little deep. You can even layer it on certain colors and it will come out so beautiful. It's just a classic, and I really like it because you can use it for multiple things. This was something that I had in my kit when I was doing freelance makeup a while back. Okay, I used to do some faces, girl, and I used to use this a lot, especially to contour or to deepen a blush just a little bit. So it kind of just depends on what you're going for. Okay, kitty, so those were my current favorite blushes that are vibrant. They have a nice skin-like finish. Most of them have a glow to it, not shimmer, not glitter, not shine, but a sheen, you know, a little glow, a natural glow, and they look so good on deep skin tone. So if you have any questions about this, of course, leave them in the comments. If you have any blushes that you want to recommend in the comments, please do that because I read the comments. And so does everyone else. Okay, kitties, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up the video. Be sure to subscribe, and you have to come back and watch another video. All right, bye guys.